Right then guys, here I am leaving the test centre of the training school even for the last time. I'm down at First Class Motorcycles down at Koi Pool in Plymouth, and I've just passed my full test. Finally, after 5 years of riding, I have my full licence. I'm no longer the A2 and I'm out of here. Oh, it's a good feeling. Passed my mod 1 and mod 2 today. 0 faults on me mod 1. A few on the mod 2, but we won't mention that, shall we? Oh, great time there. If you're doing your training, you're doing your tests in Plymouth or the Plymouth area, come to these guys, honestly. They're fantastic. Come to these guys. The link's in the description. Fantastic guys. Really friendly, very funny. You have a good laugh with them. And the training itself is excellent. Right, I want this to be a happy video, so I'm not going to talk too much about my A2, but just know that I was with SurePass for my A2 and it was fucking awful. Absolute dog shit. Do not go to them. Avoid them like the fucking plague. And I've heard that from a bunch of people while I've been here. Bunch of reports from students and such. Just don't even go there. Don't even consider it. Even if they've got, I went there because they had a slightly shorter waiting list. There's a reason they've got a shorter fucking waiting list. Because no one wants to go there. Do yourself a favour, go to First Class. And you can have a great time, you know. I wouldn't say I enjoyed it because I've been stressing so much about this, you know, it's not a great time for me generally and financially. And I could really do, and I really needed to pass first time this time around. Which I did, obviously. So, enjoying is the wrong word, that's Lewis Strong, but enjoying it as much as you can do for training. And yeah, it's had a great time. Been riding the KTM 690 Duke. I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, it's good fun. Mod 1's easy enough, walked that. Mod 2 I was convinced I'd failed, frankly. I came back like, oh, I did this wrong, I did that wrong, oh, I failed. And he's like, yeah, you passed. And I'm going, really? Don't think I was so surprised. Yeah. Pulled that out of the fucking bag somewhere. I believe it's the done thing. Ignore my massively shaky bars there, it's just my fucking life now. So yeah, I started off biking at First Class. Did my first CBT when I was 16. Then just before I turned 18 I renewed it because I didn't manage to get in before the law changed, unfortunately. Then at 19 I did my A2 with those cunts, we won't go there. And then here I am now, 21, back again for my full A, and I'm back at First Class. It was so much better, honestly. It's such a nice environment there. You know, you can have a laugh with the instructors, and you have a good joke and a chat when you're not doing stuff. You know, nice bit of friendly banter, but like not too much friendly banter. You know, it always feels like banter. It never feels like anything, you know, malicious. And yeah, it's just a nice environment to learn in, and it really helps, I think, learning in a place like that where you feel comfortable, because it's a stressful thing, you know. You're trying to concentrate so hard on what you're doing for 7 hours of the day, you know. And it's not just riding for 7 hours. You have to ride like a bit of bellend, you know. You have to think so hard about everything you do and every little flaw and every little correct way of doing things, and some things that are correct on paper but maybe not in real life and stuff like that. And it's so tiring, it really is, just concentrating in that. And if on top of that you got someone giving you a bollock and you've done something wrong, that's not cool. That's not what you need. No one's going to learn anything like that. But First Class, it's, you know, they might give you a bit of ribbing if you do something, you know, stupid. I've had a few of those the past few days, but I'll put it this way. Obviously, nowhere guarantees a pass, because it's impossible. If you're good enough, you pass. If you're not good enough, you fail. It's that simple. And that, at the end of the day, it's not really down to the school. That's down to you on the day, and well, frankly, a degree of luck, in terms of the mod 2 at least, on you know, what the traffic's doing, what the roads are doing, and such. But I was what, 5th, 6th test this week, I think. There's one more after me today, and everyone has passed this week, as far as I know. So if that doesn't show you how effective their training is, then yeah, nothing will. So I mentioned earlier I was riding a KTM 690 Duke, 2016 I think, and yeah, I'll talk briefly about that. It was a really nice bike. Ride position is great. It's very upright. There's a ton of space on it. Getting back on this bike, it feels like some sort of 125 cafe racer. It's tiny. Nice seat position. It was a little tall for me. I'm used to being able to flat foot this bike really easily, you know, bent knees and such. And on the KTM, I was sort of balls on my feet, flat footing it. So, you know, it's fine. Most people end up like that, really. But and I'm not a tall guy by any means. I'm not even 6 foot, so that's probably just me. But there was that. In the end, though, they stuck me on one of their lowered ones. Knocked a couple of inches off. It was enough for me to be able to flat foot it. It's just that much more comfortable when you're coming up to an incline or, you know, an off camber bend or whatever. And if you've got enough to think about as it is, like worrying about will I be able to reach the ground properly if I put my feet down. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. However, it weighs nothing as well. It's like 150 kilograms. And put it this way, this bike's 179. So it was so easy. The Mod 1 stuff is fantastic on it. Great turning circuit, weighs piss all. It's very nimble. So it's a great bike to train on. However, I wouldn't own one to ride because I really didn't enjoy the engine. It was plenty fast enough and all, but it's a single cylinder, and it's you know, lumpy and bumpy and vibey at high speeds, and you have to really have to be in the right gear at the right time. Whereas on this bike, I'm going to be pretty lazy with my gears, and it doesn't really matter. So for me personally, nothing wrong with the engine, but for me personally, I prefer a twin to a single. But yeah, that said, no complaints at all really from the test centre and from the training school. Like, genuinely, I'm having to think right now, and no complaints. There's nothing more I could have wanted there, really. I was out, on some days I was 1-to-1 with instructors, on other days I was 2-to-1. I had plenty of time on the bikes, I was comfortable, I made, you know, wasn't pushed too hard, but at the same time I wasn't bored. I learnt a lot, and well, it shows, you know, I passed first time. If you're doing your CBT there, they have a Duke 125 and a Grom as the options available for you, so you have a bit of fun on that. They've also got scooters as well, obviously, for 16-year-olds and such doing automatic. So yeah, all in all, thumbs up for me. Oh, briefly as well, I doubt you'll ever see this, but Andy, the other student that was on today, had his test after me. Really hope you passed, mate. I had fun chatting, so I really hope you passed your test, and enjoy that CB500F you were talking about. Maybe I'll see you on the road sometime, eh?